listening to I'm So Vain with Josh Carmichael, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hey, this is Josh Carmichael. Welcome to I'm So Vain. Here we are, Tuesday, live, LA Talk Radio. We have a pretty funny, cool show for you today. And I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm not going to give you all the sales pitch and tell you to follow us and whatever. We'll do that at the end. I did want to mention something. I found this in my office, in my study. It's a book that I wrote about 9 years ago. It's called The Actor's Journal. You can find it on Amazon.com. The Actor's Journal. Check it out. I actually was reading it over the weekend and realized that it's really relevant to today. You know, so it's motivational and it gets you to really do the work and write down your goals and set goals and set a financial goal, all that. So it helps kind of more than just acting, but it'll hopefully it'll inspire you, help you in some way. So The Actor's Journal. You can get it at the ebook or the Kindle book or a paperback on Amazon.com. So let's just get into it. I want to do something a little bit different. I know I'm wearing a Cowboys hat. Yeah, we had a bad weekend. The Jets, yeah, well, we got some problems. We'll work it out. But besides that, I'm still a fan, and I'm not going to, dump on my team, even though I'm a little upset with our kicker, who kind of lost a couple games for us, in my belief. Well, if you're a Cowboys fan, please let us know, whatever. Or if you hate the Cowboys, let me know. That's fine. I'll come after you. It's okay. I'll find you. That's right. But here we go. A buddy of mine and a really funny comedian, an amazing artist, really cool actor, cool guy. Brady Matthews, come on in, man. Let's do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, they're out there.
I'm sorry about your Cowboys, but Sam Darnold looked like the shit. That he looked pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, the QB for the Jets.
Yeah.
Came in hot.
He looks like a little kid when he takes his helmet off.
He did. He looks like
a dopey little kid.
He looks like the guy that beat you up in high school and throws you in the locker.
Yeah, that was probably his best game. Well, I think it was their best game in. His best season ever.
For sure. I mean, they're 0-4, so it was only up from there.
Yeah,
so.
Can't get much.
Not at all. And I didn't realize the Cowboys had such a bad kicker. I thought they had everyone was pretty good all around.
Yeah.
You got the good running back, you got a good quarterback, you got good receivers, and now you don't have a kicker. So go fucking figure.
Which totally took us out for 2 games. Let's talk about it. Like, had he gotten that field goal or extra point, it's like we would have won by 1 or
for
3
sure
or whatever. So it's like it really comes down to that. So.
Yeah, the Jets shouldn't have been in the game at all.
No, they should even score.
No, I love we turned this into a sports talk show. I like it.
Yeah, it became this is sports talk.
Yeah, I like it.
Just changed the title.
I like the mugs you got here too.
That's yours, by the way.
Oh yeah,
you get to take
Look
that
at
with
that.
you. That's your. Don't be touching mine.
Okay, right.
That's
sorry.
Like,
they come to do the show and you get a mug.
Yeah, you get a free mug. It's full of vodka.
All right.
Yeah, wake you up in the morning.
Tuesday vodka. It's like the old days, huh? Nice.
Yeah, we go hardcore.
Yeah,
this is real shit, man. What do you think? It's Hollywood?
Right.
This is on the other side of Hollywood. This is like the real. We're in the valley.
Yeah, this is where they shoot a lot of porn.
We're in the valley. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Chatsworth, actually.
Know.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah. Right.
Gross.
Where did that come from? So you were what, a Patriots fan or?
No, I grew up in Chicago, where we talked about it. I was born in Boston, grew up in Chicago, and grew up a Bears fan. And it's been brutal ever since being a Bears fan. They haven't won since '85, and I was 5 years old. People want to do the math at home. That's right, I'm old.
Yeah. You're old.
But yeah, being a Bears fan has been tough. So, but being a Patriots fan has been nice.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But my roots are in Chicago. Like, I love Chicago. Yeah.
So you were how long or how old were you when you moved to Chicago?
I was like probably like 6 or 7.
So you remember it? Probably.
Yeah. I remember my first Bears game. Chris Farley was out there at halftime doing what Chris Farley does.
Man.
It was freezing cold. I remember we were in sleeping bags. My grandpa got a beer, tried to drink it, and it froze. And Chris Farley was out there, and he was so muddy. He was running because the field was just trash because it was so wet and there was snow everywhere. And Chris Farley was sliding through like the middle of the field. It just sliding. It was all muddy, and people were going nuts.
It was back in the real turf days.
Yeah, I'm sure that's after
we don't see that anymore, right?
I'm sure he had like a whole bottle of Jack. Was probably on a bunch of drugs.
That's funny.
The way you liked him back.
So, what started you in comedy?
I went to Columbia College and I went to school for sports broadcasting, and I really wish I would have fucking done it, but it is what it is. But
you can start now. This is your moment.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. I'm turning this into my own sports broadcasting. I went to Columbia College and wanted to do sports broadcasting, and then I started getting into stand-up. I was doing acting in Chicago, a lot of modeling stuff. And
you're kind of a pretty boy too.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I can tell that you're a pretty boy too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Then I did that. I started doing stand-up comedy, and then I started doing Second City, and it was cool. Steve Carell was one of he was like helping out teaching for like one semester.
Oh wow,
which was really cool. But that was before Steve Carell.
Good people come out of that, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, that little foam. That's extra.
Like that's fresh.
Yeah, right out of the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they've been busy with that. How long you been acting for? A long time?
Yeah, 30 years.
Weeks.
Yeah, couple
years. Yeah, just a little bit.
I went to the military, and then when I was in Virginia and went to New York right out of the military. Just kind of started there, studied Circle in the Square for a very short time, and a couple other. I'm sure you've heard of that, like famous in New York.
Yeah,
right? Circle in the Square. There was that, and then the Actors Studio. I think were the two big ones.
And you went to Actors Studio?
No, I Circle in the Square instead because there was a great coach there, and they're really hard to get into. I mean, I was green. I was a country boy out of the military.
But you were eager to learn.
But I was just passionate about it. And then I happened to, come out here and just stayed and started studying out here. And then, as we were talking earlier, I studied with 15 different coaches over the years. But I just put everything into it.
Who was one that stood out to you the most that you liked the most?
Probably Eric Morris probably affected my life the most. Eric Morris was kind of.
Is he still around?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I see him on Facebook still. We're friends on Facebook. Eric Morris wrote a book called Being and Doing, I believe is what it's called. He's written several books, but he had a really popular book. This was in the 90s, like early 90s. So I just remember, I always talk about this, in his class, I was doing a monologue and he stopped me and he said, tell me about your father. And I just fucking lost it. And I fell to the floor like in a ball of goo, and I realized that he found my vulnerability.
Right.
And then he used me as like a class, example. And he's like, that's what acting is. And because he saw that I'm a big guy and here I'm vulnerable and I'm crying on stage in front of, it was a big class. He had his whole theater on Cahuenga. Probably 90 people, 90 or 100 people in the class.
Every time he hit the class?
Yeah.
Holy
so you
shit.
didn't work every week. You didn't, I went twice a week. So you didn't work every class.
Right.
It was one of those. So it's really just sitting back and watching. So this is my first time on stage in his class. And that really affected my life. That changed everything for me. So I'm like, oh, that's what acting is.
Yeah.
Because in our minds we think, oh, you gotta perform.
Right.
Well, comedy, you do have to perform in comedy, but that's still.
Well,
you're bringing from your truth or something,
the
right?
thing with comedy too is you got to find the funny. Even when sometimes you'll get stuff like I got something today that I have to put myself on tape for. I read it. It's not funny at all.
So you have to.
And one of my
funny.
best friends is on the show, and I sent it to him. I go, "Did you know I was going out for this?" And he said, "Yeah, I got you an audition for it." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I go, "This is not funny." He goes, "I know." And he's like. But you got to find. You got to make it funny.
Can you add something to it? Or?
I don't know. It's single camera, so I assume maybe you can probably be a little loose with it.
Yeah.
But it's like with the Will and Grace thing that I did. You got to be on it. Because they're so fast.
Yeah.
That you have to be on it, and you can't fuck up your lines. You know what I mean? But with this, do you like self tape better than actual auditions?
No.
Really? You like to go into the room?
I do like to be in the room because
Really?
there's something about the energy of that. Even though the readers usually suck,
Totally.
right? And they don't give anything.
My girlfriend, she's really bad at it, so I get practice with that.
So, but I like having that. I don't know. I like somebody else there.
Yeah.
Because it's like I do it with my girlfriend when we do, self tape. And she doesn't like her voice that much either. So it's
God, it's so funny.
So it's kind
Why?
of cool. She's like quiet. I know because they're not.
Right.
I don't know, is your girlfriend in the business or not?
Not at all. Thank Jesus.
Yeah.
No, she's
which is why they don't like their voice.
Right, but she'll read it. She'll read it so fast. Where she'll be like,
yeah.
And then he came over and then said to me that it was going to be fine. And then she said, okay, do you want me to read Ellie's part? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then
read
you have
that
to
part
tell them
and this part.
Yeah. Don't read the stage directions.
Right.
Because they tend to do that.
Poor things though. It's like we know it, but they don't know.
But
how it goes.
Something.
Totally. That's
think
like me coming into their job and trying to do their job. And you're like, okay, no.
I remember. I think the first time I ever read it was a stage reading of a play, and I read he goes into the room and turns the light on, and they're like, Josh, you don't read that part.
I've done that.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Because it was like setting up for my character. I thought, oh, that's part of me, right? I'm supposed to read that line.
Yeah, they're like, nah.
I didn't know, but you don't. That's actually, they don't really tell you that in acting class, do
Yeah.
they?
No.
What about you? What was like your moment? What changed your career? Or
What's funny is I tell this all the time, but I tested for SNL about 4 years ago, and I was leaving the business. I was done. I didn't want to do acting anymore, and art has started to take off and make a pretty good living doing art, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I was leaving. I had the U-Haul truck in front of my apartment building, and I was moving stuff out. My agent called me and said, do you still have that tight 5 minutes for SNL? And I said, well, yeah, I sent you the tape. He goes, I know, because they want you to come test to New York.
Wow.
And I was like, motherfucker, this
you're
town,
leaving and
this town will
brutal.
suck you back in
It's
2
brutal.
seconds to give you a glimmer of hope, and then it goes, it's just joking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, so I went and did that and felt great, and I got good reps from it and stuff, and I'm not with them anymore, but
you didn't do it. You didn't.
No, I went and did it. Yeah, I went and did SNL, and it was. I would say it was the best experience of my life. I mean, to have that kind of heat, to have managers and agents out of nowhere call you,
Wow.
because now they've heard that you're going to be testing for SNL. It's such a small
just like
town.
lights it up.
Yeah, and it gives you that hope that hey, maybe I still have it, or maybe I had something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So I would say that was the biggest thing that I've ever had. That was a game
It's
changer.
a nice high for about 5 minutes.
It's a nice high for about 2 weeks, and then and then it wears off, and you're like, where'd everyone go? That's called showbiz, I guess.
It is, and I've tried to leave so many times.
Right.
I literally, it's like I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm burnt.
Yeah.
And then you get that call,
Yep.
or you find something else that you like about it. At least that's what I've had to reinvent myself, so to speak.
Do you teach acting now
I
too?
used to. I don't really anymore. I had a couple private one-on-one private students, but I do when people come to me, but I don't pursue that.
Do you
anymore.
like doing that?
I loved teaching. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just became so all consuming. Just so many people need help.
Yeah.
Need, and it's like. You get an audition, and if I was working with you, like, hey, Josh, I got to work on this now. And you're like, oh, I got to drop all my life to get to your life. And
Yeah.
it was just kind of hard. I have kids, and it was like, didn't really work for the family life. So, I like, but I wanted. I told you earlier, I wrote a book on another level to help people, more the broad spectrum, more everyday all American people, to help them like motivate their life, find their passion, find the skills, because. How did you find your passion? I always ask that.
I got depressed. I got really depressed, and I started relying on pills. Like a lot of like I started taking Adderall, and then Adderall started turning into like taking like Wellbutrin, and then I was taking Wellbutrin. So it was a mess. So finally one day I just said I don't want to take any more of this shit. I quit taking pills. I stopped drinking, all that shit, and I found art. I just started painting, and it was the weirdest shit. I swear to God. You know how sometimes stuff finds you, or you just are drawn to it, and you should follow your instincts, your intuitions. And I was in the bathroom, and I was at Sal's Comedy Hole waiting to go on stage in front of like 4 people, and I'm like, it was awful. And I was in the bathroom, and I saw this painting of Ray Lichtenstein. I don't know if you know who that is Ray Lichtenstein. He was a big pop artist with Andy Warhol back in the day. And I looked at it and I said, I think I can do that. I said, if there's some weird reason I think I can do that. And I bought spray paint and I brought canvases and I put them in my closet and I didn't use them for like 3 years. I just left them in there. But I always thought of the idea of maybe doing something with it. I just picked them up and didn't look back. And I've been doing that for about 6 years.
That's amazing.
So,
yeah. I was going to get into your artwork. By the way, I did a commercial for Wellbutrin. I'm sorry. That
did you really?
Yeah. Then they got sued or something after the commercial, and I'm like,
I'm telling you, I got on Wellbutrin, and then I felt like I just felt like a zombie.
I felt badly about it. I'm like, they ran it for like
money,
9 months, and then they canceled it, and then they're like, and I felt, you don't know. It's like you just do it. I just do it for money and residuals, but I have no connection to the actual product, as you know. But it's like, oh, that's a bad one.
It's real bad.
Yeah.
And then my sister would take it too, and then it makes you gain weight, and then you try to lose the weight, and then you're upset when you gain weight, and you're like, I need more Wellbutrin. It's like
it's addictive.
Where you're like, where's my handgun? Okay, let's just get this over with.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Well, what was it? I was going to say, so isn't it crazy that out of the darkness you found the light, basically?
Yeah. No, and if it weren't for art, I swear to God, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd probably be, because my brother-in-law has a high-end sports car dealership in Texas. So that's what I was going to. That's what I was going to go do.
Yeah.
I don't have a college degree, and I definitely don't want to go back to school really. So I was going to go sell cars and paint. I said, "Fuck it, go live by my family."
Your paintings, obviously, you're going to do one for me.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about it yet.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think. Yeah,
sure.
But I'm going to commission you to do a painting, which I love your work, and I think it's. I mean, I started as an artist, so I understand that.
What was your medium?
Mostly ink and like colored pencils and stuff when I was a kid, and I never really painted much. I started selling my stuff when I'm 8 years old. I was drawing. Everybody goes, "What? Wow, you can draw really well." And so I told the story before, but at 16 I submitted a contest for Rhode Island School of Design.
Yeah,
and they came to my hometown, which I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they gave me a full ride at 17, but my father wouldn't let me go. So,
no shit. Why not?
Because he's
like, you're gonna go act.
No,
you're like, yes.
No, he was a machinist, so he's like, you're gonna stay and work on the farm, dude. I milked a cow before I went to school. We had a working farm.
Wow.
Ranch,
what time did you have to wake up in the morning?
5:30.
Fuck that shit.
5:30, and then I rode a bus to school when I was younger, so we had an hour ride on a bus each way every day. So it was like,
this is before iPhones, so you actually had to look outside.
You can see
notice
the bus.
stuff.
You can see the bus coming up the hill, or hear it. You can hear it, and then if it's snowing out because it's freaking cold, like Western Chicago,
Kansas.
We had the same weather, and we'd be like, oh god, you got to wait down by the bus stop. So I'd run the last, because it's 100 yards from my house to the bus stop. I would just sprint the last second, try not to freeze, carrying my 40-pound trumpet case. I had one of those big oversized cases. You carry your instrument, your books. You didn't have a backpack.
No.
I don't think they had invented backpacks.
No, it would have been really handy if you had one.
We had a duffel bag.
No, just take all your bags, all your gear, and then you have to pick it up along the way as you're running to catch the bus.
You're dropping shit, and
my mom used to have to put us. We would sit in the minivan and wait for the bus to come because it was so freezing fucking cold out in Chicago.
And then the bus is freezing. The windows are open so it doesn't fog over.
Right.
And you're wherever you're sitting.
So it's just all cold.
It's like ice seats.
By the time you get to school, your hair is frozen. You're sitting at your desk
trying
to warm up.
You don't want to move.
Now you make me remember my childhood.
Do you ever stand by the heaters by the kitchen or whatever it was?
Yes, they were on the floor. We used to put our shirts over them and sit there and wait. And my mom would be like, "Get up! You got to get ready for school." I'm like, "It's so cold."
You didn't want to leave. I hated it. It was miserable. Yeah, and then you don't get to go outside when the weather's bad.
Yeah.
But we had very, what they call foul weather days or whatever.
Sure.
We had very few of them. I mean, it had a blizzard for us to not have school, right?
To miss school was like the best day on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Stay at home and hang out with mom.
Yeah. Do nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I still had to milk a cow, but
That's true. Yeah, I didn't have to do that.
that doesn't stop.
At all. I had to shovel the driveway. That's it. And then I have to do
So did you
mac
grow
and
up
cheese.
in the city or kind of suburbs?
Suburbs. And then I went to school in the city.
That's
so
cool.
I went to suburbs and
so you had a bus in or whatever.
Yeah.
So you did the bus thing too.
Oh yeah, dude, it was the worst.
Nice.
It was the worst, and I don't miss. I went to school also, high school here for 1 year in San Jose, California, where all the lockers and everything are outside. Everything's outside.
It's weird, right?
It's weird.
Yeah.
And I go, what the fuck is this? What is this? I'm like, we're never inside except in class. Everyone's outside.
Weather's never that bad. it's a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
Might get to 65.
Right.
Whoa, it's cold at night.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you think that growing up, like where you did and all that you bring a lot of that to your comedy and bring a lot of that?
Yeah, for sure.
Did that affect you?
For sure. I mean, what you guys saw, I only did 7 minutes, which I didn't even know what joke I wanted to do. I have like one joke that's like not even longer than 10 minutes. And I'm like, how do I do something in 7 minutes? So yeah, I bring a lot of stuff that my mom and dad used to do. Or
a lot
my
of stuff
sister,
from real
childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a great childhood growing up, so I kind of talk about shit out here, like shitty agents and shitty managers and just shitty people that you live
just
by.
Just real life,
right?
Real life shit.
Like I talk about a neighbor. His name's Irv, but I call him Nerve, and and he. I'll make a long story short. When I first moved into my apartment, he knocks on my door and he goes, "Hey neighbor," he goes, welcome to the apartment complex." And I said, "Oh, thanks." He goes, "I'm Irv," and I said, "Nice to meet you, I'm Brady." He goes, "You look like a strong guy." And I go, "That means you're about to move some shit."
Yeah.
When someone says you look like a strong guy, that means what can I do for you? Right? So I become his service. He goes, "I have an air conditioner." He goes, "It's not that big, but I have a bad back. Do you mind picking it up and putting it in the dumpster?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, even though I have all my shit that I got to move in. But yeah, let me help you out."
Let me help you because
sure.
I just got here.
Sure, Irv. I live in Seinfeld. That's basically how I put it. I live in Seinfeld. So I go over to his apartment. His air conditioner is the size of this table, dude. I'm not even kidding you. It's the size of this table. And I go, "Irv, what is this?" And he goes, "I know." He goes, "See?"
It's like what, a water
cooler?
cooler?
I told you I couldn't lift it by myself. I go, "Dude, no one can lift this by themselves." And so I'm cut to me going down the stairs, scrapes on my arms, and I put it in the dumpster. And he's like, "Wow." He goes, "Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. It really cleared up a lot of room in my place." By the way, he's a hoarder. Him and his wife are hoarders. So the whole place, I'm slipping on magazines. There's shit everywhere. I go back into my apartment. I hear it back on my door, and I go, I'm like, "What the fuck does someone want now? Can I just move my shit in?" And he goes, "I hate to do this to you." He goes, "I hate to do this to you." He goes, "But you don't think I left my keys in the dumpster, do you?"
Oh, no.
I go, "What?" He goes, "You don't think I left my keys in the dumpster?" I go, "I don't think so. I don't see you put them in." He goes, "I hate to be a bug. Would you mind taking the air conditioner out?"
No.
Yeah, and then can you jump back in and see if my keys are in there? I go, "Homie, I don't know you that well." I said, "But no offense, but go fuck yourself." And I shut the door. And you hear him laugh, go.
That's a good one.
And just walks down the stairs. That's why I call him Nerf. There is no fucking shame in his fucking game.
Has it happened more since then?
Oh, where else do you want to go with this?
It's too much. It's
Give me another example. I asked him to watch my dogs. I'm actually putting this in a script because it's just too good not to. I asked him to watch my dogs. Right, I have one dog, and for 2 days because I was going down to San Diego for shows.
Yeah.
I come home and my door's open, and it's him, his wife, his dog, and my dog, and they're all sitting on the couch with the recliners up, lights all on, and I come in. I go, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Oh, your movie channels are out. Did you know your movie channels aren't working?" I go, "Irv, fucking get out of here, dude. What are you doing? I'm tired." My girlfriend's like, "Is that normal?" I go, No, that's not normal. If I asked you to watch my place, I wouldn't go into your place, knew that you were coming home. I mean, at least be incognito about it, or like, and he's just sitting on the couch.
You have less stuff in your place.
No,
So
I had a lot of stuff.
No, but
Yeah.
he's a hoarder, right?
Oh, for
so
sure.
At least he could get
I'm
around
clean.
your place.
My whole place is clean. I have a cleaning lady.
Maybe that's what he liked.
Totally.
It's probably more comfortable.
He's such a hoarder. That he has storage space downstairs. He stores stuff in the laundry room. He has my storage area. I haven't had one in 9 years because his stuff's in it. He has shit everywhere in the whole apartment complex. I'll give you another example. I'm getting my bathroom done, right? My neighbor, who's about 500 pounds downstairs, walks around with his shirt off all the time. Gary and Irv. I would come home. They're redoing my whole bathroom. It looks nice. Gary and Irv are standing in my fucking bathroom, looking in the bathroom. I walk in, I go, "Guys, what are you doing in my apartment?" And they go, "Oh, we're just checking out good. This is good tile. Is this tile?
Oh my God.
Where did you buy this tile?" I go, "Get the fuck out. All you guys, get out." It's like a dorm. It's legit like Seinfeld, like
So
Kramer
wait a minute,
walking
you just
in.
leave your door open or something?
No,
Or what? Like, how do they get in?
the dudes that were working on my
So they
bathroom,
left,
they were going up and down the stairs, and I
Right.
had to leave because they're working on my shit. Nope, Irv and Gary standing in there with them in their way,
Just watching.
checking out the bathroom
Yeah.
because they have nothing else to do with their lives. Not joking.
So I got to make sure you don't have to tell me where you live, but I don't want to move there.
West Hollywood, yeah, it's the worst.
No, that's right.
West Hollywood is the worst.
Sounds fun though. You can make some good stuff out of it.
Dude, it's the worst. It is just the worst. And then he'll come to me and go like this. He'll go, "So how's you and your girlfriend doing, huh?
You got the little.
What is this? What? It's like." I mean, that's like
just a
universal.
Sexual, yeah.
Like,
do you want it?
You and your and I go.
That's none of your
Get
business,
the fuck out of
right?
here.
Right.
How are you and your lady doing? Are you guys still doing good? Like an idiot.
That's funny. Wow. So you've been
That's
there a
my
while.
life.
You've been there
About
few
9 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's time to go. Hopefully my
And your girl-
Wellbutrin commercial will start.
Your
airing.
Wellbutrin. Okay, good. Well, you got a commercial running, I think. Don't you tell me?
Yeah, Nissan. I haven't seen it, but I get the residual check, so that's nice.
That's all that counts. Sometimes you're not even. Are you?
Yeah,
Are you in it pretty good or no?
Here's what I do in the audition. That's it. That's the whole thing.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That took a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
That took a.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. How many takes?
For me, natural one. So,
Yeah, but for the camera, probably 3 or 4.
the camera guy is very intense.
Isn't that crazy? Like the simplest. Hey, we need your eye line just to go there.
You thought we were shooting Jason Bourne. That's how
Yeah,
intense these guys were.
it's intense.
like, guys, it's a
so
Nissan
many takes.
commercial.
Okay, we have one take. That's what they say.
Yeah, isn't it funny though? Sometimes they'll use you on set, and they won't even use you. And you're like, why did I come here the whole day and just sit around craft service and read a book? I did nothing. I remember one day, and then I came back the next 2 days. Didn't use me the second day. Used me the third day. I was like, fine, as long as you're paying me, I don't give a shit. You guys can use me for 2 weeks. I don't give a fuck.
But your wait, yeah, that wait sometimes. It's nice when you have a trailer. You can go take a nap.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's rare that you have a trailer anymore. As you know, I was talking about the other day. It's like even the bigger commercials. Like I used to have a trailer. I used to have my name on it like a show.
Totally.
And it'd be like they would. I mean, I didn't get a limo service, but they would pick you up at the airport if you flew and you traveled, and all that's gone. Like, now you're lucky to get a pop up and a plastic chair.
Yep.
You know, I mean that doesn't sound. No, it's kind of.
You know what though?
Pretentious, but
just pay me. I don't give a shit. Put me in the bathroom. I don't care. It's fine. Just give me money.
Watch what you ask for.
Yeah.
It might happen. You gotta be careful. Somebody's listening out there. The universal law is gonna be like, oh yeah, he said he was okay with it.
Yeah, just pay me. It's fine.
Shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. Every time I book something, Nancy will ask me, he's like, aren't you excited? I go, I'm not excited till the check's in the bank.
Oh, totally.
Right? Because so many things happen now.
Yeah.
Like I booked one earlier in the year, and the day before I'm supposed to travel to Washington, they canceled it.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
And I'm like, it was 3 days travel and pay, and I'm like, wow. I've started. You almost start to count the money,
right? And you get excited because you're like, okay, cool. So we don't have to be broke for a hot minute.
Yeah. And then they go, they changed the spot. You're not in it.
Oh,
I'm like, oh,
I've had that.
Okay. So you get a cancellation fee. That's something, but it's not as fun as
If you had a dream job, what would your dream job be in terms of for the acting and stuff?
For real,
okay, I like to ask people because for my podcast, you usually have to come to my podcast.
Yeah. Well, you gotta invite me. Is that an invite?
That's an invite.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I ask people all the time. I say, what is your dream? What is a dream movie you wish you were in, and what is a dream job you wish you could have?
Wow. Well, I was. What is it? Boxer. Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky. Yeah. Well, right. Yeah. I would love to be Stallone, or I'd love to go back and.
Sure.
I mean, the guy wrote his whole career. I mean, come on. He not only wrote. That's insane. That would be cool. But Steve McQueen is my guy.
Oh, dude, that's the painting I have on my arm.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I did a Steve McQueen painting.
No way. Oh, I think I saw it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I know. I love Steve McQueen. He's awesome.
I think I kind of grew up. Well, he was before my time really, but I would see some. I remember on any given Sunday when I was a kid, and I was a motorcycle fanatic and a bicycle. I rode and raced, and you could see how far I could do wheelies for a mile, whatever.
That's
all that
cool.
Shit, and jumping, and I wanted to be either Steve McQueen or
shit.
Evel Knievel, those kind of things. So. I just thought he was like the last of the real men.
Yeah.
Like that macho guy that you don't really get in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
No, not at all. I
And-
couldn't even
and so-
tell you one macho guy in Hollywood. They're all wearing like dresses now.
It's
or they're
all it's all soft. They're
Yeah,
soft.
yes.
You know, I thought
like The Rock is probably, or Mark Wahlberg. You're like, all right, that's all we got is Mark fucking Wahlberg. All right.
yeah, and I thought Ryan Gosling was going to go there, man. He was a pretty boy, but
Yeah.
he started to get a little.
When he did that movie of him with all the tattoos and he was riding on the motorcycle and all
Yeah.
that, did you see it? In the
Which one was that?
Al-
That's not the one we saw. Drive. No, that's not Drive. No,
not Drive.
was good too.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He
Yeah,
was
the-
a bank robber.
Yeah.
And he has
Well,
tons
yeah.
of tattoos. He's like, every girl would like totally bang him. He looks awesome. Yeah, he's got the blonde hair.
Yeah, we did see that. I don't know what was the name of it, but yeah, we did see
Yeah,
that.
it was like something with ferns or
I like
pikes or something. Yeah,
I like his. I thought he would be. You know, and he is kind of, but he's also a little bit.
yeah,
You know, affected.
Sure.
You know, so
sure.
that's the thing. So I don't know. Dream job, whatever your question. I don't know if it'd be Rocky, but I would want to probably write and direct and do my own thing. I have actually a football script that would be ideal.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, something like that. What
that's
about
cool.
you?
Me dream. I wanted to be in Roadhouse. I did. I wanted to be. I wanted to be Dalton so bad. I asked you nicely. And then he drinks coffee at the bar. Like, what the fuck? Like, who thought of this fucking script? And he was like, "This is it. This is the one. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
a bouncer." And
He's such a badass.
he's a
looking guy,
badass.
right?
He
Nah.
practices like Tai Chi, and he like somewhere he screwed up, and he was like
But
a
he's
complete
wearing,
alcoholic
like,
or something.
Parachute pants.
Yes,
That's
and they're
really
up to
threatening.
his chest. But he looked so cool, and he had like a blade, some guy had a blade.
I think
in
he
his
has
boot.
penny loafers on too in one
He's
shot. doesn't he?
something, yes.
Yeah.
But he made everything look cool, even with that coiffed hair. I
Yeah.
mean, his hair, he looked like a horse with that hair,
Yeah.
like a mane.
It
Yes,
just flew back.
yeah,
No, I thought that. Yeah. No, but that was a good movie though overall.
yeah.
Right?
No, Roadhouse is
It
one of
would've
my
been,
favorite.
You would have. See, I was like Walking Tall or Billy Jack, those
Yeah.
kind of things too. I'm like, those are. Yeah. Well, Over the Top. That was.
Over
another,
the
like-
Top is got to be one of the funniest movies, though.
Yeah, it was just so.
The guy is working out his right arm as he drives a truck. Like,
Yeah.
who thinks of this shit?
Yeah.
But these movies would not work now.
Just such a cliche. I know everything.
Nothing would work
Those
now.
are pretty cheesy. Yeah. Those the 80s. The 80s.
Pretty
80s,
great,
right?
though.
80s,
Yeah.
early 90s. Yeah.
What did you think of Joker? You like it?
I haven't seen it yet. We're
Oh.
going to go see it over the weekend.
Yeah.
I'll probably see it this weekend.
Really good.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's disturbing, but it's really good.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty dark.
Yeah,
pretty out there.
it's great.
I think Joaquin's amazing. After Johnny Cash, playing Johnny Cash, and totally getting into that role, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't tell me the ending.
I'm not, that's why I haven't said. That's why I haven't said shit.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
you
anything.
can't give it away.
No way.
So you were what do you have coming up? What do you got coming up?
Um,
Obviously, Will and Grace is coming out soon.
Got the Will and Grace coming out next month, and then just shows. I'll be back in Chicago doing Comedy Bar, and then I'll be in New York doing Gotham, and then that's it for mostly. And towards the end of the year, everything kind of dies out. So you're pretty
It's
much
slow.
local and
You
just
have
setting up
Christmas
for.
shows and stuff you do, or do you do
Yeah,
that?
but everything usually pops up like the week of, or like 2 weeks in advance. So as of right now, I mean, I'm just booking stuff. But usually, I like to go home towards the end of the year and hang with the family for a while.
They all back in Chicago?
Well, they live in Texas now.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Which I love, man. I would live in Texas in 2 seconds, but
I like Texas too.
it hasn't taken me there yet. So
No, well, you should be get some gigs down there now.
yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
you use the Hollywood popularity.
yeah.
and
2019 was a good year for shows. 2020 is going to be even better. So, hopefully. They say pilot season, but I feel like there's no pilot season anymore. It's just like,
yeah.
I mean, do you still get out for?
It's all year. I don't do as much theatrical anymore. I kind of stopped. Well, last year I was up for it. This year, no. I kind of said,
You're good.
well, I don't want to. I'm in the place where I don't want to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while I'll get a direct call for, a casting director or a producer or something. I'll go do that, and I'm happy about that. But I don't have a name. I'm not coming up the ranks like you are still, and you're doing more than I am. I don't want to play the game.
Yeah.
If you want to hire me, absolutely. But
Sure.
I just don't like that game. I still do the commercial world, and it's easy and quick and
It
simple,
is.
and it's way better money.
Yeah.
So I do it for the benefits and the money. And
What about hobbies? What's some hobbies that you like besides? Because I'm sure acting took a
I write a lot, so that's I guess that's a hobby.
Yeah.
I have a metal fabrication company that I do. I do like metal art and
Dope.
metal sculptures and stuff and
No kidding.
things. So yeah, I did a big one, and it's in New York. We actually saw it in May. It's in
No kidding.
BCBG store on 5th and
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have pictures of it?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram page. Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
I did a big thing for. I've done like a lot of.
Did you get into that after things you just didn't like where things were headed after a while, or?
I was kind of a broke actor in 1992. Well, not broke. Well, I started off really, really great. I did like 3 commercials in 1 year, and I'm like, oh man, I'm set. You know, you think, woo.
Yeah.
And as the checks were coming in, it was like,
starting to pay for shit, living a normal life,
yeah,
being
it
a
was
normal
like,
person.
All of a sudden, you get this mailbox money, and I'm like, I went from making 35 cents a week to 15,000 or whatever it was, and I'm like, oh shit, that was nice. And then there was that dive, that lull, and like I sold my car.
Yeah.
I started walking around. I started taking buses. I started like saving money, and I went, oh. I went down. I just happened to live near these guys had a metal shop. I was over in Silver Lake, and I was renting a guest house on this beautiful private estate, really cool little house, and living by myself, had my dog, and went down to the shop, and these guys were doing metal work, and I'm like, I grew up doing that, but I haven't done it in a while. And I said, can I come down here and just make some shit for people? And I did, and like 6 months later, I had my own line in 210 stores nationally with Z Gallery.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah, so it was kind of a...
Isn't it funny how out of nothing, like, when you need to do something, stuff that you thought you used to do or thought that you liked to do kind of pops his head back up again.
Yeah. Well, it's like, out of the darkness comes the light or whatever. But I it's funny, I was just writing about this yesterday, and it's about multiple streams of income, like, what are you good at? You can name 20 things or 15 things or 10 things or whatever. Then out of those, say, 10 things that you're good at, how many of them are you willing to do for money?
Yeah.
And then you start putting those out there, and that's what I did when I started doing the metal work back in 92, 93. 93 is when it really kind of kicked off, and I always kept it as my back burner thing. And so that I go, okay, there's one stream of income, there's the acting, there's the coaching, there's the this, there's the that. And it saved my ass. It saved my ass for real. But that's kind of like painting for you. It's like I don't like to do it every day. I mean, maybe you like painting every day, but
I don't.
I didn't like. I like when I'm inspired. I'll
Totally.
go do the iron work, but I do it more now. I'm doing like celebrity homes and VIP stuff, so I'm getting
That's great.
much higher market. So that's nice that I get. It's mostly referral basis. So. I'm good. I'm good with that.
And people just basically go from you do it for one person, then another person says, "How did you get that?" or "Where did you get that?"
Yeah. I just got 3 jobs off of one client because it was he's kind of a celebrity client, and somebody saw my truck. I have a truck that has my company name on it, and they saw my truck, and then they referred, oh yeah, this guy is doing this house and he's doing that
What's
house.
the name of the company?
White Bison Ironworks.
Yes, I like it.
So
that's awesome.
I raised a buffalo, so I came off of the
you
buffalo.
did?
Yeah, I raised a buffalo on a farm, and
Oh,
so
you're not fucking with me.
no, for
You
real.
actually raised a
right.
buffalo?
I had a mountain lion as a pet in my
What?
house. Yeah, I raised
A
exotic.
white
animals.
buffalo?
It was not white.
Oh.
I should have. Where
Yeah.
I'd be wealthy right now.
Right.
Like super wealthy.
Yeah,
Sell that shit.
yes.
That's like spiritual, man. You get the white buffalo.
Seriously.
No, but I love the Native American culture. I kind of grew up. There's something about that in the Midwest there. And we lived off of the old Santa Fe Trail, so it actually went through the back part of my
No
property.
shit.
Yeah, the old the railroad.
Did you guys ever find, like, when you were out messing around as a kid, like little Indian...
We found arrowheads a
Arrowheads,
lot.
yeah.
We found arrowheads, found bullets, we found a sheriff's badge from
Get the
because I'm
fuck
from
outta
Dodge
here.
City, which
Right.
you probably know Dodge
Yeah.
City being from Chicago.
Yeah.
So I'm from that historic freaking place, and my sister found a sheriff's badge, but we found a lot of bullets, like the old lead bullets or whatever, and then a lot of arrowheads, broken little pieces of arrows, plates, all that stuff.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Do you,
No gold though.
That
There's
shit is... Oh,
a lot of
bummer.
gold out there somewhere. I know.
Oh, for sure.
All those freaking stagecoach robberies. I'm
For
like,
sure.
I need a metal detector. I'm going back.
Dude, I swear to God, I
You
would have.
think that too?
I love that shit.
I'm
Like, do you ever watch that shitty show, Curse of Oak Island?
No, I
It's
haven't.
such... They've had 9 seasons, and they haven't found shit. I've watched
Oh.
every single one, because I just want to see them find some fucking gold. And they can't find anything.
Well,
ever.
I was like, when National Treasure came out, I
Yeah.
was like, that's it, man.
Yeah.
I got to go back. And I bought a freaking book that had a map, and I'm like, I was all excited. I never went back, but I'm like, because I know there was a lot of stagecoach robberies and shit.
Yeah.
There's gold buried there, but
it's got to be.
But now you have you could go fly over with a drone with a sonar thing, and it would. Have you seen this? Like,
I have,
they do
of course.
this. They
Yeah.
ping it, and it's like it sends back a thing. And, that could be gold there. Or that could be a wooden box. Or
sure, even like in the Amazon, there's a lot of like a lot of places that people don't even know because they're so deep in the jungle.
Yeah.
But they go over with those drones, and then they take the lay of the land or whatever, and they rip the stuff back, and you can see all the buildings and stuff, and it's so interesting.
There's like a forbidden or hidden city or whatever.
Or how much shit we haven't really explored. Like we haven't even explored half of the oceans.
Not even like 5%.
I heard, not even 5%
or something. It's like nothing.
See, I'm a huge conspiracy theory guy, and I'm a huge I believe in UFOs and all that shit.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff I like.
So
I don't know how
is
I
it
got
a flat
on
Earth or
no.
are you a flat earther?
No, that's so stupid. Like, come on.
What's your
Seriously?
conspiracy? What's a big one for you?
I think 9/11 was an inside job for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think Bigfoot is an actual thing. I think it's way up in the hills somewhere. It's an actual thing.
Yeti. We love Yetis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Yetis.
Yeti sticks, dude.
I laugh with the drones and all that. Why don't we have good images yet? You know?
Yeah, no shit.
It's like, it's always the blurred or the rustling
Right.
in the grass, and I'm like,
why are we getting?
Did you see the Bigfoot hunter guy or whatever?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've watched like 7 of those
He has a
episodes.
shirt. It had says
just
"Gone
couldn't-
Squatching."
Yeah.
I got that from my brother. He's like, "What the fuck is Gone Squatching?" I'm like, "Bro, you're gonna love this show. This guy's an idiot."
Oh my god, I like the T-shirt that says that it has a Yeti and still the world's champion hide and seek winner or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that. It's true. Yeah, I totally. I'm a Yeti. We're Yeti believers. We believe in that.
Yeah, I like all that stuff. Stuff is just so interesting to me. I think there's just so much more out there that the government keeps from people. And
Now, do you think if you lived in Chicago, you'd have those beliefs, or you think that's California influence?
No, not at all. Because like when you tell people this stuff, they're like, "You're out of your mind." Like, it's not real. But it's the people that have belief. I don't know. I truly believe that there's more out there than that we actually get.
Oh yeah.
And how is it 2019? We don't have flying cars yet. You're telling me we're still paying for gas? Like,
yeah.
How can like, I don't know. It's just like, how are we still paying this much money for fucking gas in 2019?
Because
it's weird.
Yeah, they want. There's something about not wanting to progress.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
no.
By the way, we have like 7 minutes. I know that's your normal show time.
Yeah.
So we.
Oh yeah, it's my normal.
You're 7 minutes. So
they
you
go,
don't know what
you want me to
do
let
with?
you at 5? I go, let me at 5.
5.
How much time am I doing? 7?
7?
No,
is that an odd number
10.
for comedy? Like
7's weird.
It is weird, right?
That means they put too many people on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. That was a quick. Everybody seemed really fast. Some
Super
people
quick.
saw that they felt like they had 3 minutes.
Yeah, that crowd was weird too. I was like, whatever, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that was not a good. That's what I said when we went in. I said, man, the crowd's kind of dead tonight.
Crowd was they were just not feeling it. But who cares?
They were all on edibles.
Yeah, everyone was on edibles.
I love that.
Poor kid was like,
That's
he was
funny.
going this.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you're on more than just edibles, tell me. How's the heroin?
There's some. Yeah, no, I was in Navy intelligence, so I can tell you I saw some shit.
Some crazy shit?
Yeah,
really.
I saw the truth. And I make long story short because I don't want to take your time away.
Sorry.
But yeah, I had a crypto clearance which is like higher than top secret, and I would see the stuff that came from.
How did you get that?
I was really smart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at one point.
Wow.
Yeah.
At one point,
I scored really high on the exam.
No shit.
For real. No.
I believe you, but
no, I was on a carrier, but my initial or my real pay grade was I was called an operations specialist, but they singled me out for some. I mean, there was like me and 2 other guys, but they kept sending. We were in what called a pre-com unit, which means the ship wasn't built yet. It was in the yards being built. So I was stationed on land for about a year and a half. So they just sent me to school after school after school, and I kept going, why am I learning this? It has nothing to do with my pay grade, nothing to do with what I'm doing. And I got to a level where I was, I guess it was called encrypting or decrypting the messages from the Pentagon before they went to Associated Press. And so I saw the real transcript before they go to the AP.
Can you even talk about this?
Yeah, I can now. Whatever.
Yeah,
but
by the way, you're like
not worried about.
calling that guy up.
Yeah.
Pull the plug.
Yeah, I'll be shot on the way out of here,
Yeah.
but or just disappear tomorrow. But no, it was. I went to my admiral of the Sixth Fleet, the highest admiral on the East Coast at the time, and I said, literally, he said the line from A Few Good Men. I said, why don't we tell the people?
Because you can't handle the truth.
They can't handle the truth. He
And
said,
you know what? I think that's the truth.
He said this is quote unquote his words exactly. He said there would be a mass suicide. People would start killing themselves if they knew the truth. That's how crazy it was. I mean, that's
terrifying.
It is terrifying. But people don't want to know the truth if you think about it.
True.
Because the media and the watered down system and whatever. It's like you don't. Do you think you'd really want to know what's going on?
100%.
I mean, you and I do.
Yeah, but also I'd be stocking up on guns and water and ammo because
you definitely want. Yeah, you definitely want a survival kit.
Don't you feel like something is coming soon? Like
there's got to be something big.
Something big is coming soon.
What's that? I've been saying. My theory is aliens. They're going to use the alien diversion. So there's going to be some quote unquote alien invasion that it's going to come right around election next year.
Sure.
Which is always common.
Right.
That's when the wars start.
Or someone offs Trump. I could see that because it's getting to that point where they hate him so bad.
If they hit him, but there's got to be some diversion to that. The political
because whatever's happening here.
So if they make it an outs, I was thinking, what else can they do? We've gone to war everywhere. We started all these wars.
Yeah, nothing else to do.
And okay, let's go to the skies. And you notice. And I just noticed this recently on YouTube and on the news. They're starting to acknowledge the UFOs from the Navy and the military. Slowly. That's a sign, right?
Totally.
I think it's a sign.
I mean, I heard the guy in Joe Rogan's podcast today talk about. Did you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, but he was talking. He was legit talking about. He was on this ship. He was standing there. He saw this thing that looked like a Tic Tac come out of the water. It was about the size of 2 football fields.
Oh, I think I saw that one. Yeah.
Because it came out of the water just dripped off it like it wasn't even on it. Came out of the water, dripped off it, went left to right, and then just gone.
Yeah.
And he said it's all underwater. He goes, everyone thinks it's up in the sky. He goes, it's all here.
Well, there's supposedly
right here.
Port Hueneme out here in Ventura County is supposedly there's a portal that they've spotted so many aliens out of. If you look it up, you can Google it.
What is it called?
It's Port Hueneme. It's spelled like Huneme or something. Yeah. It's a naval base.
I gotta look it up.
It's in Oxnard.
Because you said
Port Hueneme is actually that little community.
Because they said there's more than just one Area 51 now. There's like 7 of them.
Yeah, well, they hide that stuff, but we gotta wrap it up. Unfortunately, we only have a couple minutes. But I was wondering if Mark Wahlberg could say some things. Is that putting you on the spot? Or?
Nah, well, I don't. He's like, yeah, of course I believe in 9/11. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, dude. Who doesn't believe in 9/11? Donnie, what do you think? Yeah, dude. Yeah, of course I believe in Mark. I mean, come on, man. It was on Blue Bloods.
I saw that on your one of your videos. I'm like, you're really good, man. That's
what
funny. I don't think I could do Mark Wahlberg. I'm like,
fuck you talking about? Okay, look at me. Yeah, it's gonna be a big hit. You know it's gonna be a big hit. Let's go train at F-45, okay? And then we'll post it at 4:40 a.m. I'm up at 2 a.m. You understand? I'm at church by 5. Take my kids to school by 7.
He's always in the gym.
Say hi to your mother for me.
He's always in the gym. You got to say, go eat Wahlburgers. That's what he always says.
Go to Wahlburgers and see my brother. Get a T-shirt.
Dude, that's a good one, man.
Yeah, I did for my SNL audition. I did celebrities doing an impression of bubble wrap. So I did all celebrities. I did Wahlberg. I did Ryan Gosling. I did Ryan Reynolds.
What does that do?
Bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Just wrap.
No, I know.
Yeah. It's just a commercial bubble wrap. So like Ryan Reynolds would be like, well, I guess we'll just have to put everything in bubble wrap. Right. And then and then I did like Bruce Willis because he always had side mouth. He's like, I don't even know what we're doing at this. What are we doing again? And then, those are all just quick ones, but man, I did it in front of Lauren and everyone, and I even had one of the writers come up to my room and was like, dude, that was fucking hilarious. And then I went back and met with Lauren, and then they picked Pete Davidson. And then, because Pete Davidson's really good at impressions and characters, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he does none. 0, not 1.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's all who you know. That's it.
Is it? Yeah. No, good. We got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Are you telling me to wrap it up? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
The producer says, so Hey, I'm so vain. Patreon. I'm patreon.com//I'm so vain. YouTube.com/C/I'm so vain. Anything else? Did I miss anything? What's your handle? What's your stuff?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, Brady Matthews 13. And if you want to see some art, go to BradyMatthewsArt.com. And if you want to see some stand up, go to my YouTube page, Brady Matthews Comedy, and you can see some characters and whatnot. So thank you.
Yeah, the artwork is incredible. He's a very funny guy. Check him out. Where do you all Comedy Store?
Oh yeah, and I'm at the Comedy Store tomorrow night, and then I'm in San Francisco.
You're there like weekly, Comedy Store, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm there twice a week. And then I'll be in San Francisco, hanging out with my girlfriend for her birthday.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's gonna be so
That's
sweet and so
nice.
expensive. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, good for you. Thank you for coming out, brother.
Dude, thank you
I
very much for
appreciate it,
having me.
man. Did you just
Appreciate
wipe your nose
Yes,
and you
I
gave
did,
it to
yeah.
me? Nice.
Sorry.
Pass it on.
That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's family.
Appreciate it. We're all family. We're Midwesterners. All right, we'll catch you next week. I'm So Vain Show. See you then.
You're listening to I'm So Vain with Josh Carmichael, only on LA Talk Radio.